It's time to change your irrigation clock. Go ahead, reach out and touch it. Fall watering restrictions are mandatory September 1st through October 31st, and they limit your sprinkler and drip watering to 3 days per week if you live in Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, Henderson, Boulder City, or Laughlin. Your 3 assigned watering days depend on your address. You'll water either Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in fall, or Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sunday is not an optional watering day for any group. Many water customers can find their assigned watering group and days right on their monthly water bill. Even quicker, visit snwa.com, type in your address, and instantly find your assigned watering days. If you're worried about cutting back on your watering schedule because the weather's still warm, don't be. Your landscape will adapt to less water. You'll help your plants transition to cooler temperatures as more fall-like conditions arrive. And you'll help our community conserve water. Toby, a lot of residents might argue that it's still too hot to cut back on watering in the fall, but watering restrictions were designed to help conserve water. Will landscapes do okay with the schedule change?
So the design of the schedule does match what plants need. The challenge is early fall, so like September, early October, when it's in the 90s, 100s still. Non-grass type plants, anything on drip, you're okay with 3 days a week. Just monitor the plants. If you need to, you can still hand water them to kind of give them extra water. The challenge is grass. So grass, actually, you've been watering 6 days a week. So to all of a sudden jump to 3 days can sometimes be a little challenging, especially in the early part of the fall. So what we recommend is, if your grass is kind of struggling, maybe do your early morning watering that you normally do, but then maybe do an evening watering also. On the days, on 3 days a week. So you're not increasing the number of days, you're just adding some extra watering in each of those days.
Your irrigation system is the lifeblood of your landscape. Whether you have sprinklers, drip irrigation, or both, it's important to know the difference between the watering systems.
Drip is kind of the ideal way for plants, shrubs, anything that's not grass. And the idea of a drip is it's little amounts of water in long periods of time. And so it's the ideal way to get water into the roots, get it deep down, which is the best for your plants. Spray irrigation is lots of water in short periods of time, and so it is ideal for grass. So that's kind of the two differences between the spray and the drip irrigation.
While the goal is to keep your landscape healthy, when you water and how long you water depends on whether you're running sprinklers to water grass or a drip system to water plants. So the SNWA recommends using the cycle and soak method. What does that mean?
So cycle and soak is what we use when you're watering grass. Spray irrigation systems put a lot of water in a short period of time. Most times the grass can't take too much of that. It'll start to kind of flow off the grass and it doesn't actually go into the roots like you want it to. So there's something called cycle and soak, which is basically you break your watering time. Instead of doing it one run of like 12 minutes, you do it like 3 runs of 4 minutes and then space it out like an hour in between. So it allows time for the water to kind of soak into the ground. And it's more efficient for the grass anyways, and then you don't have runoff, you don't have the excess water that you're losing.
And what about drip irrigation? How long and how frequently should you use your drip system?
Early in the fall, you might still be watering 3 days, but by the time we get to like October, late October, when it's cooled down, especially in the evenings, you can be watering 1 to 2 days a week. And with your drip system, it can vary between 30 minutes and 90 minutes. It kind of ranges. If you're watering trees, you're going to want to get the water deeper down in the root zone, so you're going to water longer period of time. If it's just shrubs and things like that, then you may only water 30 or 40 minutes. You just water one time, though. You're not doing a cycle and soak like you do the grass, though. So like if you water like at 6 or 7 in the morning, you just do that one run. So it's kind of a different philosophy than grass, but it's more efficient for the plants in our valley.
Final tips as you switch your clock to fall watering. Water early in the morning still to avoid water loss to evaporation or late day winds. Use a handheld hose to target stressed areas of your yard. It's much more efficient than running your entire system longer, and it's permitted under watering restrictions. Lastly, take a few minutes each month to check your irrigation system for breaks and malfunctions. Look for broken, clogged, or misaligned sprinkler heads. Check your drip system for broken or clogged emitters and cracked or broken tubing, especially after summer. Cover exposed lines with mulch to protect them from both heat and cold. And flush your drip lines through the end cap at least twice a year, in fall and spring. To find more seasonal watering tips, visit snwa.com.